I have a master's degree in healthcare administration, but some days I feel like I'm just wasting my life. Hi, I am a mom of 5 boys. I run a farm in Sierra Leone, West Africa. I work part time. I run a nonprofit, and yet I still struggle to pay my bills. And I feel stuck in where I am right now, stuck in not having any form of direction. So back then, I decided to get my master's degree because I felt like it will put me in a good financial position where I would get a good job and I would not need to struggle to pay bills. I'll have a decent hours of working hours where I don't have to worry about my children. So I decided, why not? I love the healthcare field, so I decided on healthcare administration. But things haven't worked out that way for me, you know, and not necessarily in a bad way. I think life just happened. Um, right now, I just feel compressed, compressed in a sense. I have so much to offer, I have so much to give, and I'm just here being a stay at home mom. I never imagined myself being a stay at home mom. I've always been driven, I've always been the go getter, I've always been um, the girl that will succeed in whatever that she wants to do. I've always been the girl that wants to do it all. I've always been the girl that go out and get whatever it is that she wants. But now my life revolves around my kids. And again, it's not a bad thing. I love my little ones. They are, I believe, the best part of our lives. I have a partner who loves and support me. So it's not all bad. I think this journey, this is just for me. This is just personal, you know. I just am. I've always envisioned myself in a warmer place, not in Massachusetts, with the snow, the cold. I just, before I wanted to move to Atlanta, Texas, get me a big house, live that, you know, that beautiful life. But here I am in Massachusetts. We do own our own home, which is a big plus. Spacious. Our kids love it. We have a big yard where I have my garden, which I love so much. I just wish, the winter wasn't so bad. But, we deal with it. Right now, I'm in a place where I feel like I need to take a step back and incorporate something for myself, do something for me, not just be the wife, the children's mom. It's time I take my life back. And like I said, being a stay-at-home mom hasn't been bad because I've grown so much, with my garden, with my baking skills. You tell me a bread and I can bake it for you. Um, Dairy products, fermenting, like my ginger bug, making my own soda. So I've learned so much. I feel like if I wasn't a stay at home mom, that would not have been possible. But yet still, I still have this emptiness. I just have this feeling of being stuck, and I don't know what to do and how to go about it. So I just want to share with the world, share with women, especially my fellow women who are in the same position, who are finding themselves in the same predicament that I am finding myself. You know, maybe my voice will be able to give them that push. How did I get my push? My partner looked at me and told me, don't just sit here and feel sorry for yourself. Get up and do something. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing something. And that something starts with me talking and sharing, you know. It might not be helpful to everybody. It might not help, you know, thousands of people. But even if it can reach one person, two people, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think I'll be okay with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I think one of the biggest things that I'm dealing with right now is the financial pressure. I know inflation, I know the country's hard, I know, a lot of families are going through what we are going through. And I'm very hesitant to say we because my partner, he have a decent job, and for the most part, you know, he takes care of us. He deals with the financial stuff. He works and he brings home money and we take care of the bills. But not everything completely. You know, I have my own things outside of him, outside of the home. For example, I have student loan, I have my credit cards, I have my mom to take care of. So financial pressure like that, because I don't feel like it's fair to him to put all that on him, even though I'm at home taking care of our children. I feel like he's doing a whole lot for us already, and it would just be unfair for me to put all that on him as well. So that pressure that it brings to me, I feel like if I was working, or when I was working before, I never had issues with money. I buy what I want, I spend how I want, with no hesitance, with no regards to me not having enough to pay my bills. But now, that's all I think about. I worry about that. Thankfully, I never had to worry about my children not having enough food. They have more than enough food. That's one thing I can say. Um, all thanks to not just money, but the fact that I've picked up so many skills. Um, I can buy a pack of flour, bake our own home, bake our own bread, bake desserts. You know, I don't necessarily have to go to the store now to buy a $4 pack of bread. I can do that. I don't have to go and buy cookies for them. I can bake cookies, muffin. I can do our own, you know, whatever it is, sour bread dough, Addison bread, you name it. I can even make butter out of milk. So all the skills I've picked up along the way just made that possible for me, you know. But again, my financial struggle, bills that are my bills, not the family bills, you know. So, and another biggest concern, with the financial stress that I'm going through is, again, the nonprofit. Through whatever it is, I haven't been able to go out and solicitate funds. So most of what we do, and when I say we, I mean my family, what we do is things that we fund ourselves. So all the care packages that we put together, all the donations that we make, all the baby supplies, the blankets that we do give out, um, baby bottles, dental care packages, whatever it is that we give, it's something that we fund from our pocket. And also that puts a lot of pressure on me because I feel like much have been given to me. So now it's my turn to give out. And I have to give out. I cannot be greedy, holding back. So I do take away from whatever little money that I have to support that. And I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. I love it. And I will continue doing it for as long as I can. Another thing that makes me feel stuck is my identity. I don't feel like I know who I am completely. I feel like that is something I'm struggling with big time. I feel I feel like I have so much to give, so much to say, but I just feel unseen. And unseen, I don't want to say I would say it's because I don't put myself out there because I am afraid of what people will say about me, afraid of just afraid of everything. So I hold it all in, which is why I feel so compressed. Because the skills that I've learned, the things that I know, the knowledge that I have, if I could share them, I feel like they're powerful. They could change somebody's life for the better. You know, even if it's just my cooking skills, recipes that I have, you know, I could teach somebody how to cook so they can feed their family good food, not just good food, but healthy food. You know, I can teach them how to preserve, I can teach them how to grow their own food. All that, I'm just holding it all inside. Just me, bringing it out when I want to and how I want to. So, identity crisis, I am definitely suffering from that. Being compressed, I am definitely struggling from that. I feel like the world is on my shoulder. And my family is very supportive. So don't think that I don't have their support because I do. My That's one thing about my partner. Whatever I decide to do, he's right there with me. Whether, it's the beginning of my sourdough starter journey or my ginger bug or I'm trying out a new recipe or I want a garden, he's always there to do it for me. But like I said earlier, this is about me personally. This is internal, you know. It does not reflect my family because, oh, when it comes to my family, I am blessed. Very blessed. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that my hurt or my feeling of stuck is due to the fact that I have so much knowledge, so much to give, but I don't know how to release it and I do not know how to give it. I don't want to sit here and feel sorry for myself. I just want to do something about it, you know? I want to get up and do something about it. So, with all this, I realized that I am not empty. I am far, far, far from being empty. I'm just, like I said, I'm compressed, very compressed. And to be honest with you, I have not lost my ambition. I have not. I have just buried it under responsibilities. Because when you become a parent, that's what you do. You take care of your responsibilities. So, no, I'm not empty. I'm just compressed. I haven't lost my ambition. I've just buried it under responsibilities. Yes, that's what it is. So, I've decided instead of staying quiet and just continue being compressed, I am going to build out loud, loud for everybody to see. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be real, the real me. So, the last thing that I do want to say is that if you are a woman who feel stuck between responsibilities and purpose, then this is the channel for you. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to show up not just for me, but for you. It's not going to be polished. It's going to be real. It's going to be just me and my real life. So, if you want to keep seeing my videos, if you want to support me, please subscribe and like. Share my videos. It may not be of use to you, but it could be of use to someone that you know or someone that someone knows. So please support me in this journey. Help me grow. Share, like, and subscribe.